Hey everybody, you're watching We the Fandom, where we discuss comic books, pop culture, and the fandom experience. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to see more content. At the dawn of creation, there was only one universe, the first firmament. Being lonely, he created life, a number of celestial beings, the Dark Ones, who the firmament named aspirants, were industrious in their worship of him, seeking approval whenever they created life on their own. There were also the multicolored ones, known as the Celestials. They wanted their creations and the universe to evolve, leading to growth, change, and therefore mortality. This divergence of ideas between the Celestials and the aspirants led to a celestial war. Quoting the first firmament, "A war that shattered me into pieces. In the final conflagration, as the rebels detonated their unimaginable weapons, hundreds of new universes split off from my pure substance. In terror, to preserve my uniqueness, my very self, I fled to the farthest edges of being, my remaining aspirants inside me, and behind me, hundreds of new universes were born from the first firmament's pure substance, forming a new, collective being who was the second cosmos and first multiverse." Here is a small diagram of the Marvel Multiverse, the multiverse being the collection of alternate universes which share a universal hierarchy. 4 of the popular universes would be Earth 616, the main and most popular continuity in the comic books, Earth 1610, also known as the Ultimate Universe. This was Marvel's attempt to stage prominent Marvel heroes in a contemporary stories. Earth 801728, the home reality of Old Man Logan, which the movie Logan was loosely based off of. And Earth 1999, also known as the MCU, as well as an infinite number of other universes. Each iteration of the multiverse has gone through a different instance of renewal, which constitutes in the destruction and recreation of everything there is starting from zero, with each renewal prompting the multiverse to evolve further. From left to right, we have each iteration of the multiverse. The first cosmos, also known as the first firmament. The second, first of the new breed, originator of the Omega Force. The third, the continuation, creator of Lifebringer 1 and the first hero. The fourth is missing. He is the pilgrim, a true believer who journeys into mystery. One day he will return. The fifth, maker of magic, weaver of the illusions of change. The sixth, inventor of science, builder of the junction to everywhere. And the seventh, infinity, also known as eternity's sister self. She is him, he is her. They are the two in one. When it came time for the sixth cosmos to be destroyed and renew itself as the seventh cosmos, the sixth approached a humanoid being named Galen from the planet Ta. Their essences merged together, leading to the birth of the first new being in the next cosmos. Galactus, the devourer of worlds, a being of immense cosmic power destined to roam the universe and consume planets in order to sustain his own life force. Here again we have a diagram of the Marvel Multiverse, with an image which will enable a simpler understanding of the multiverse using the character Captain Marvel as an example, showing how nearly every reality within the multiverse has a version of this hero. Now we've talked about the first firmament, the first embodiment of the cosmos, but he was a creation of someone higher, that being responsible for the existence of all life in the multiverse and possibly beyond, known as the One Above All. He is omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent, holding authority over all cosmic beings and abstract entities, including his second-in-command. The Living Tribunal, an entity who has existed as long as the universe itself, its function to safeguard the multiverse from an imbalance of cosmic forces. Having 3 faces, representing equity, necessity, and revenge, this omnipotent judge has power dwarfed only by the One Above All, and uses that power as an arbiter of the multiverse. The One Above All and the Living Tribunal are above and within the multiverse respectively, with there only being one iteration of the One Above All and one Living Tribunal throughout the multiverse. However, any being seeing the Living Tribunal in their universe would only see one aspect of him. Now that we've talked about the Multiversal Cycle, as well as the creator and the judge of the multiverse, the rest of this discussion will surround hierarchy of cosmic beings in one single universe. That universe being Earth 616, the Prime Universe, last of the old, first of the new, the hub it all revolves around. Here, science can be magic. Here, we can rewrite every story. Earth 616 is the original and still most popular comic book continuity, starting in 1939, before Marvel Comics was Marvel and still called Timely Comics. featuring characters such as Captain America, Namor the Submariner, and the original Human Torch. The next level of cosmic authority held under the Living Tribunal is held by two siblings, Eternity and Infinity, two nearly omnipotent beings that embody the Earth 616 universe, with their counterparts being Death and Oblivion. While Eternity embodies life and growth, Death embodies decay and destruction. Oblivion is an aspect of death, being before the birth of the multiverse, representing non-existence and a counterforce to the expanding universe represented by Infinity. Under these four entities you will find Lord Chaos and Master Order, existing together in the cosmos as agents of the universal balance of the forces of chaos and order. In the past, they created a being known as the In-Betweener, embodying the synthesis of major concepts in the universe, such as life and death, reality and illusion, good and evil, logic and emotion, existence and nothingness, God and man. His function is to maintain the balance of chaos and order in the universe. The In-Betweener also has a counterpart, though more in principle than in function, that being Galactus. In that while the In-Betweener is the embodiment of opposites, Galactus is their absence, neither good nor evil, neither a servant of life or death. However, in function, Galactus has a closer counterpart, that being the Celestials, where you could say that while the Celestials spread life and evolution across the universe, Galactus consumes that life, causing death. However, there is more to this relationship. On top of creating life on planets, the Celestials procreate unlike us, in that they plant eggs in planets or in the sun adjacent to a planet. These eggs feed on the life force of the planet and grow into adult Celestials. Without Galactus going around and consuming planets, the population of the Celestials would explode, with billions of Celestials running amok across the universe. Therefore, Galactus feeding on planets will have him coming across and consuming planets with celestial eggs, thus creating balance in the universe. The next tier in the cosmic hierarchy belongs to the Skyfathers, which is a committee of the leaders of the Earth's pantheons of gods. These are beings of myth and legend. Nearly every culture has a creation myth involving one of these gods. However, you have to take these stories in the context of knowing who actually created the universe. These gods are extremely powerful and nearly immortal, with some of them being able to go toe-to-toe with an underfed Galactus. Two of the most well-known members of the Skyfathers are Odin of Asgard and Zeus of Olympus, getting us into a concept slightly different from what we've talked about so far, that being pocket realities. Here you can see a diagram of Universe 616, the circle representing the entirety of the universe, the black representing empty space, and the colored ovals representing galaxies. The realms of Asgard and Olympus are considered to be pocket realities because they are part of the universe, but you can't simply travel to them with a spacecraft. They exist in their own dimension, needing a transdimensional method such as the Bifrost Bridge to travel between Earth and Asgard. This talk of pocket realities is a good segue into talking about the last group of entities before this explanation is over, but before that, we'll do a recap of the cosmic hierarchy using this diagram. Here you can see the outer ring representing the multiverse, with the one above all overseeing everything in existence. Below him, within the multiverse, the Living Tribunal. The next ring would be Universe 616, with one of each entity existing in this universe. The top ones being Eternity and Infinity, their counterparts being Death and Oblivion. Just below them in the hierarchy you have Lord Chaos and Master Order. Below their level of power, the Celestials, Galactus, and the In-Betweener. Though each of those entities has powers quite different from each other, they are counterparts in overall power scale. Lastly, you have the Skyfathers, the gods of Earth. While the realms of Asgard and Olympus exist in a different dimension inside the Marvel Universe, this next group lives in a reality outside the entire multiverse, known as the Foundation of Reality, home to beings known as the Beyonders. The Beyonders are crazy powerful. How crazy powerful? Well, you'll have to wait to find out. So today we talked about the Marvel Multiverse and the hierarchy of cosmic beings. There are more cosmic beings out there than the ones mentioned, but these are the core ones needed to help you understand the coming events when I go over Secret Wars 2015. Next week, I will start going over the events leading up to Secret Wars. And Secret Wars is huge, the most monumental event to ever hit Marvel Comics. We've seen our favorite heroes face Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. We've seen them face an extra-dimensional being using the heroes in a cosmic game. We've seen them face each other in a civil war. They faced an invasion by the shape-shifting Skrulls who caused fear and doubt within the superhuman community. They faced Asgard crashing down to Earth, caused by a madman posing as a hero. They faced a forgotten Asgardian god, using the fear of humanity to take over the 9 realms. They faced the revelation of dark secrets, secrets that destroyed the integrity of great heroes and took even more from others. But there is no hope for our heroes this time. Now, they face the end of everything.